All right, hey, I want to go over our fifth framework of our Champions Mind framework. We're on P for purpose. And purpose in a nutshell is how we connect the daily work that you are doing with your larger goals. This gives us intent. One of my friends has a saying that the purpose of training is to train with purpose. And there's a lot to that. And if you think about it, times when you're super motivated, you get up in the day and you have that clarity. I'm going to accomplish this. And this is going to happen. There's no two ways about it. That is when you have purpose. And when we don't, we're like, yeah, do I need to go to sleep? Doesn't matter. I can sleep. I don't need to go to bed at all because there's no reason to get up in the morning. When I have big goals, like for me, if there's a bunch of snow that just hit the mountain, well, I'm going to be in bed earlier than my kids probably because I know I need to get to rest to get up early to be on the first chair. And that's purpose really in a nutshell there, is that we could only train as hard as we can recover from. Okay, I'll say that again. We can only train as hard as we can recover from. And if we're doing more movement, right? Last week, we focused on metabolism from movement, getting our gut healthy, increasing our basal metabolic rate, how much we burn throughout the day. Then it comes down to a game of recovery, right? And again, if training is a regimen of organized stress, I'm trying to break you down in a certain way to grow you back in the direction of these goals that we're crushing. Well, I can break you down. We're training hard now. But if we don't come back stronger from our recovery, from our sleep and morning getting set up for success, then we end up under recovered. And that's where, fatigue comes in. We lose clarity. We start having struggling in our workouts. So let's go through what this day looks like and why I call it win the morning, win the night, crush the day routine. Okay. In the morning, right? You'll go through the guide. There's going to be 4 things I want you to do. I put 5, but the 4 real big ones are your mindset. That's 3 grateful statements. Get your head ready with something from the past, present, and future that you're grateful for. This is to help set up a growth mindset. Number 2 is back to metabolism. Okay, the athlete margarita. It's water, a 1/4 tablespoon of sea salt, and a little bit of lime helps get our body revving and not slowing down on us. And finally, movement. Getting movement in the morning with that early morning sunshine helps set our circadian rhythm. Getting a good sleep cycle actually is set up by doing these things in the morning, right? So we want to sleep good tonight. It's this morning cycle that's going to help us so much. And again, in the guide, I go over it in more detail. Mindset, growth mindset from the first thing. I do that before I even open my eyes. Metabolism, movement, and then sunshine. And the last one is consistency. There's not a 35 bullet checklist. It's 4 things. You're going to do them before the first 10 minutes you're awake and everything's gravy. Once we've done that, now we've had our day, we've done all the different parts of our day. We get into our evening routine. And I try to make it as simple and clear as possible. It's called the 3-2-1 evening routine. And it goes like this. 3 hours before you sleep, finish your food, right? What this is going to do is going to lower your blood sugar. That way you can start to wind down naturally instead of keep spiking us up. It becomes hard to sleep. When it's hard to sleep, then it's hard to win the morning. I go over the whole protocol of how that works in the guide. Okay. 2 hours before you go to sleep, finish your work, whether that's schoolwork, hopefully, work, finish it, make sure it gives our body a chance to have our stress levels go down for the day. So we're not answering an email 5 minutes before we go to bed and we're up and then we want to come down and we know what our most important tasks are for the next day. And then finally, no screens for the last hour. That's going to help us set our circadian rhythm for the evening back into the morning, and everything's good there from a hormonal side. So our body can now release natural human growth hormone in the early part of the evening. And then we get just an appropriate amount of cortisol that's going to help wake us up. And then we cycle this over and over. We wake up clear, not so spiked with stress that we can't sleep or we can't get up and now we're groggy. That's what we want to avoid here in the win the morning, win the night, crush the day. And we know when we have days like this, when we wake up and we're clear on our goals, we're focused, we wind down really well because we have something great we're going to do tomorrow, right? We're growing. This is the place we want to be in. We usually have something we're really excited about. Our body is going to change. Our mind is going to change. We're going to do this very naturally in a sustainable way. So that's training number 5 here in the Champions Mindset. You're already a champ because I know you're a champ. So keep it up and let's have a great week.